Mhm. Hello, everybody. Let's see if everything works fine. Okay, so it seems that the audio is fine. Sorry, but I have to really, I have to really um, change a bit my streaming settings because I haven't streamed for more than a year, I think. 2 years, how much is it? I've lost count. So anyways, today we're gonna be doing a review of an add-on that I purchased. Let me show you the add-on. Expert modeling. Let's take it here and put it there. So this is the add-on. It's called Expert Curve Modeling. So all that this thing is doing is, as you can see from, it's basically does for us that we have been working for some time now with modeling. I remember it was back in 2000 that back in 2000 it was 3D Studio Max version 1, and it has a tool that was called patches. And essentially what it was a quad that had multiple resolutions, like it had multiple polygons, usually 100 polygons or something like that. And the points, it had, of course, 4 points, and each point had four, what do I have? 1 second. It had 4, each point had 4 handles, that will actually change the curvature for every side. So this is basically very similar to how this works. This is a new add-on from what I've seen. Even though it says version 2, it's very, very new. It's actually very buggy. But I was thinking, and here you can see that some of the things you can do is that using curves for modeling is really a nice way to do it. And the reason behind that is that it's much more powerful compared to polygon editing, because with polygon editing, if you want to, is this the day? What the hell is going on? Why am I having so much messages? Sorry, 1 second. With polygon editing and subdivisions on surfaces, the problem is that polygon editing obviously does very well when it comes to curved surfaces like we have here. And subdivision surfaces, you can use the modifier and multi-res to do really smooth surfaces and curvature and all the kind of shapes, but controlling the curvature of the area is actually very, very tricky. So you can use sharp lines, you can use bevel lines, but as you can see, in many case scenarios, people are forced to add additional loops, additional topology to be able to control the sharpness of the corner. And of course, they have to do additional polygon editing with extra topology if they want to do very precise beveling. So if you do hard surface modeling, you're going to be doing something like beveling, you're going to use something like machine zooms, etc. Unfortunately, all that is a lot of extra manual work. And with curves, you don't have this problem because you have complete control of the curvature of the surface. So you can have something that's very flat and very sharp, and you can have something that's extremely smooth. Like we see here, an example, something that's very complex shape. And you can actually come up with very complex shapes. One area I think that curve modeling probably will not really excel is low poly, because obviously if you not do any kind of curvature, you're probably gonna benefit from polygon editing. And the reason behind that is because polygon editing tools on Blender have a lot of tools that allow you to Boolean, that allow you to divide, merge vertices together, and all this kind of stuff. You don't have as many tools for curve modeling, although I have fixed that by also getting the expert curve modeling add-on, which allows you, we'll see how it's going to work, allow you basically to do the basic modeling stuff. But also I got the curve work, which the curve work, it actually does add a couple of, you don't really see it here, but it does add a couple of, let me see if it's visible here. Yeah, so you can do Boolean operations with using curves, which is really great. That is really, you come up with really complex curve shapes if you want to. And then you can mirror, you can do array stuff, you can do offset stuff, you can do segments, you can bevels, and you can quickly make curves like that. So it greatly enhances the curve workflow. And I also bought the curve loft, which is, it does basic lofting. I'm not going to be using this much because the problem with lofting is that you don't control, you control the cross shapes, but you cannot control how the shapes are curving from one to another. So you can use different smoothing algorithms. I have curve loft. I also have something that's called curves to mesh, another add-on. So I have bought a lot of add-ons. I've also bought polymating, which is also for topology. Well, I have Bezier mesh shaper, which allows me to turn any point to a Bezier curve to allow me to quickly change topology. And one of my favorite ones is, of course, Nsolve. You probably know about this if you are into add-ons. That allows you to do things like bevel things very quickly, fix n-gons. You can do things. For me, the one thing I'm using the most is, what the hell today? I'm using it for merging vertices, for dissolving edges. It's a bit faster. So let's get to it. Let me close this window and let's go to the box, and we're gonna have to kill the box because the box is meant to be killed. Now, I have already enabled it. This one is basically the add-on. You can see here also the Nsolve that I have. I have constructor lines, which is for CAD, and we have also the extra curve work, which gives us extra things for curves. So I'm going to enable this as well. So what's going to happen is that you can see here it actually makes lists, collections. So this is going to be also a review for how the add-on works. I'm not a big fan of creating collections that sit inside the scene collection. I mean, it's not really bad. You can always create a new collection. I don't know, can you create a new collection? Can you have this collection outside? No, you cannot have it outside. So I don't really like the fact that it actually uses this instead of making a sub-collection, which is going to be curve modeling. Anyway, to use you have to go not curve to mesh. You have to go to ECM modeling, which stands for expert curve modeling. And I will start with something very simple, which is going to be a cube, the very thing we actually created. Now, this thing has. First of all, let's talk about a couple of things. This basically, as you can see already, it populated the segments, it populated the curve collection, and populated the vertex collection. Now, the vertex collection is basically this. This is cubes here, which I'm not a huge fan of. I would prefer to have some kind of visual element allow me to edit the curves. And the fact of the matter is that if you go and take that and trying to move it, you can see that it doesn't do anything. So basically the whole point of using this is you have to go to the menu selection and you have to select the point, and then essentially what it does is selects the relevant curves and allow you to select the point, and now you can remove things around. But also you can use it as, of course, to adjust the curvature. So allow you to adjust the curvature of the model. give me a second. So yeah, okay, so it allows you to adjust the curvature of the model. Let me go here. And you can immediately see that we already play around with the curvature like this. So, right. So what that means. So let me enable wireframe. So as you can see, I have multiple faces, multiple quads per point. So this is basically 3 curves, because in order for this point, it's 3 curves that are joined. So you can select the curves. Let me go from, actually here you can see the tools of the curve work. So you can do the booleans, you can do dissolve, you can do decimate the curve you want to, you can change the type of the handle from automatic, etc. So you can do something sharp, etc. And some other tools I don't remember where at, and you can also set the resolution here. But I'm not going to be using those tools yet. So if I go to object mode, and you can see now I can actually select the curves here. If I select the curves, you can see that the curves are also selected here. So I can see it actually disabled. What it did basically, it's used the viewport icon. It disables from the viewport the vertices, so I can no longer see the vertices, where if I switch to vertex now I can see the vertices. So the vertices basically is a convenient way to just select the edges. Instead of going to the curve mode and having, if you want to select this point, for example, and you want to select all the handles, and then you have to select this curve, and then go to edit mode, you don't want to do that. And it still hasn't really select everything, right? Now it has to select everything. So in order to do that, you can use something, you can go object mode again and use something like vertex, and you can use a select mode here, or press Shift G and select the point. And that is a quicker way of doing that. So the vertex is basically a convenience tool you have to use. The only thing, however, but it doesn't really play a role in a way to construct the geometry. The only thing that constructs the geometry, and let me actually show you that, if I select this curve and go to edit mode, and this time I take one of the points and move them away. Wait, what? Okay, that's weird. Wait. 1 second. 1 second. How is this connected to this one? Okay, that I didn't expect to do. Let me try it again. No, it's connected to this. How? Okay, I didn't expect that. So generally those segments, it calls them segments. You can see them here. Sorry, one of the things you have to be aware of, you have to go from edit to object mode. So it's really important to know which mode you are, because most of the functions here work only on the object mode when you select things. So you can see here, this is the segments. You cannot move the segments, right? And the reason why you cannot move the segments is because the segments themselves, even though you can select them, you cannot move them. Let me actually add also the selection button here. So you can see here that they're selectable. So they should be able to be moved. But the reason why they're not moved is because they are, if I go to the modifiers, they are, of course, geometry nodes. So they're not real geometry like you have in Blender. And the segment doesn't really take into account its position to move it around. The only way that it calculates its position, its general shape, is through the curves that are defined here. So this is the curves that are defined here, which basically are this curve. Sorry, not this curve. What the hell? Where's, is this curve? Yeah, I think it's Serre's curves. Okay, so it's this curve. No curve here. Okay, this curve. It is this curve. And this curve, and I think it's also this curve here. But because now the points are disconnected from this curve, they're no longer connected to this curve, you can see here I go and do a model you can see now the converts to model. What it does when it converts to model basically merges everything and creates one smooth thing. It uses also subdivision. You can disable the subdivision if you want to. And you have this gap here. So if I wanted to correct this gap, all I have to do is go to the curve, select the curve again, go to edit mode, and then to make things simpler, I'm going to select here vertex. I'm going to snap to vertex and take that and move it here. So if I now object mode, as you can see, even though I may be able to see gaps, they don't really matter, because if I go to the model now, you can see now it is one uniform model, and yeah, and you can do that. Now, one of the things you can do also, you can raise the resolution. This is one of the great things about using curvature, is that you can decide what kind of resolution it's going to be. But it goes further than that, because it allows you to even go to the segment, select the segment, and go here to the advanced settings and change the settings. Now it's 15. This is why it changed. We can change that so there are now, let's say, only 2. What is? Okay, so I think it's 2. It takes also the edges into consideration, so we need 3 then. 3. So now it's 1 edge, 2 edge, 3 edge. This is the third one. So it's in the Y direction. I don't know why it takes this as an X direction. It should take this as a, actually, yeah, this is, no, it should be taking this as a Z direction. So I'm not sure. By the way, updating origin is a good idea because many operations are based on the origin of the surface or the curve. So updating the origin is something you should be doing quite frequently. I don't know what that is exactly, but it seems that with this one is losing reverse resolution. What that does, it doesn't say. So I'm not gonna. I think that probably that is how it should work. Yeah, now it takes the X direction, and this one becomes the Y, which is basically, well, even the Y it doesn't make sense because it should be the Z direction. So anyway, let's fix that. Let's increase the resolution to 19. And let's increase that as well to, let's go 10, and let's go 10, and let's increase that to 20. So as you can see now, I have half the resolution here and half the resolution here. If I go to model, you can see that, let me see. Oh, sorry, my bad. So as you can see, it has tried to merge things together. I'm not sure why it creates the, but because of the n-gons, it has generated n-gons, which of course affect the sharpness of the object there. So n-gons basically are a bit of a trouble. Let's disable the view wireframe. Wireframe disabled. So as you can see, there is no gaps. There's a bit of distortion in the shading because of the n-gons. Obviously, we don't want to have n-gons. So let's make that into 10. Yeah. Of course, if I want to make everything back to the normal resolution, let me change back to, where's the wireframe? Wireframe. Why didn't it change the resolution back to the normal? Okay, so now we have a problem. We have a problem because for some reason it didn't change the resolution back to the standard. Yeah, this is the kind of bugs I'm saying. Oh, wait, I haven't selected the segment. I'm a fucking idiot. No, it still doesn't affect that. Why? So if I go here and open that, I can affect the resolution here. But if I remove that, oh, okay, now it's it's back to 1616. So now it aligns. So if I go to the model, okay, we're back to where we were. Okay. So it's a bit flimsy. It's not the easiest way of working with this. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that this is the tool that you want to be working with all the time, and it has a lot of bugs. It has a lot of bugs. So let's start with the first one. If I go and select a segment and trying to move this, of course we cannot move it. If I move it with this, look what happens. Super slow. So you can see here, this is not the stream going slow. This is basically the tool going slow. And the reason behind that is I have no idea why. So the move tool here, and by the way, the move tool has problems not just with moving the segments, it has problems also with moving, I think with moving vertex as well. So if I count and use the move tool and trying to move things, look at this. It's very slow, right? So I don't know what it does exactly and why it's so slow. Probably someone will have to debug the code and find, but it's super slow. And one thing to understand here, this computer is by no means a slow one. I think it's around 3.4 gigahertz and I have 12 cores. And I'm running also a GPU, which is very powerful, which is a 2070 Super GTX with 8 gigabytes of RAM. So this is not a PC that, even though I'm streaming right now, and by the way, it has nothing to do with streaming, this is really slow by default. So it is a bug, and why I'm saying it's a bug, because we saw earlier on that if we select all the, for example, all the points, let's go Shift-G and select the points, and I'm trying to move them, look what happens. Oh, sorry, I have enabled snapping. So as you can see, there's absolutely no delay here. It works just fine. No problem whatsoever. That's one problem. Another problem I don't really like is curve in front. Like, for some reason, curve in front always is enabled when you are in edit mode. I don't know if that's in an edit mode kind of problem. I don't think so, but maybe it is. But let's go and leave edit mode. Now you can see that even though it is disabled, we can see still the curves in the front side. If I enable them and then disable them, now they are going away. So curve in front is bugged. That's one problem. Now another problem here we can see is this is a curve for some reason is what? What kind of curve is this one? This is this? So this is, for some reason, this curve is here. Why this one is here? Okay, let's go curves in front. Right. So for some reason, this curve went bye-bye. Edit mode. Let's enable snapping. Let's put it back there. And let's go back. Let's do the model. No, the model looks fine. So you can see that there's maybe I did something wrong myself. The problem with this add-on is that it has a lot of issues, like a lot of issues, which is fine. It's a new add-on. But then if you go here, preferences, you install it like, the normal thing you install. If I go to, what is it? Is it expert curve modeling? And I open this. I don't know if you can see, it says 2.19. This is a version 2. How the hell this is a version 2? It has so many issues. So obviously this is not a version 2. This is more like a 0.3, I will say, than more like than 2.1. So, but again, I'm not trying to dish on the add-on itself. As I said, it uses, let me actually show that. it uses geometry node. Let me select one. So this is the geometry node. If I go here and open the window and go to geometry nodes, which is here, you can see here that it has quite a lot of stuff that's going on. And object 1, 2, 3, 4 is basically the curves, which I will rename obviously to curves, because it makes no sense why it will be using objects as a name. Then curve object, what is that? That's another group. Is it the group? That must be a group as well, which takes the object info and switch and does some kind of comparison and reverses a curve. And how we leave from inside here, how we go back? You go back with this button. And then you have here the sampling of the curve, obviously, and then we generate the mesh. What's a mesh? It must be generated somewhere. Now you have the grid, obviously, which is the grid here, the set position, the realized instances, and the generation of the quads. And I don't know what that does. I haven't really went through all these kind of utilities, because obviously there's a lot of work that has been going on. By the way, a huge praise to the developer, because if you go to his about page, he says that is his first add-on, or one of his first add-ons, and has been doing this for him for a year, which for me is, yeah, it's like, wow. That's quite an add-on to make for inside a year. So again, this is more like a prototype. I'm not recommending this as a daily usage. I will be using that for modeling, because I do really like doing that. I really like, why the hell is selecting two things? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, this add-on sometimes behaves very differently. Unless maybe I did a anyway, so this is how it works. And if we go to curves, I think even curves have, if I'm not mistaken, where's the curve? No, the curves don't have any geometry nodes. The curves don't have any geometry nodes. Let's see the vertex. The vertex is, even the vertices have geometry nodes. Although, where is the geometry node for the vertex? There's one geometry node here, which I don't see it. Oh, here it is. So I'm not quite sure what that does. Seems to be empty, doesn't do anything. I assume maybe it's because it takes some kind of geometry and uses it as the output, and then we have this geometry node, which does what? Also nothing. So basically it has two geometry nodes here that do absolutely nothing. I assume, however, that what it does is, first of all, what the hell is that? Point, point, point. What it means. What a point actually does. Point, point, point. I mean, unless I'm missing something here I haven't seen. There's nothing else, is it? Sim curved, sim vertex. So what the point is used exactly? Point, another point, another point. Why are there 2 points? No idea what that means. So I can understand this one, which take the geometry, but you can see the curves here are not really used. I think that what happens is that it takes that as an input, because obviously a point can only unite 3 curves, 1, 2, and 3, which are, of course, they are added here automatically. And essentially that allows you to make your own points if you want to, if at some point it doesn't create the point. But I'm not quite certain why he uses this and what this point here is doing exactly. Why there's 2 points for a point. That I don't really know. So this is basically, those basically are geometry nodes that are empty. They don't do anything. Okay? The only thing is that they're placeholders and they provide information about the Bezier curves. Right. Which is okay. I guess you can do that. So that is the add-on. Let's see what else we can do. We can actually do other things as well. So if I go here, and let's say I delete a segment. So basically I can delete a segment here, right? So I deleted the segment. How I'm making a new segment out of that? So one way of doing that is by selecting a curve and then extruding. You can use the E key as well. So you're going to extrude that. If I go to vertex, you can see also that it creates the vertices here. So then all I have to do is just take and select the vertices here. This is where the vertices start playing a point, plus M, which is merge or merge vertex, which is the same thing. This is what this is doing actually. This button here basically overrides the shortcuts. Because if you try to do M with 2 cubes selected in the object mode, I don't know what it does exactly. I'm not sure. I think probably it moves them to a collection or something like that. So if I merge now, you can see that it is merged. And if I select this one and merge them, they are merged. And if I go back to the model, you can see everything is smooth. So what it is basically is merged all the curves. It didn't merge the curves, it's basically retopologized the curves, put them in the right place, because essentially everything is, it's different. So if I disable the shortcut here and I move this edge away, you can see, and you can see how it ruins the segment there. It's, well, this one is not independent. Why this is not independent? That's one thing I don't know. I thought that the curves were independent. Let's take this one. Yeah, this one is independent. Oh, wait. I have quad? Yeah. So this one is independent. But this one is not independent. Now you may ask yourself, why the hell this one doesn't play any role? And I think it doesn't play any role because it just makes the segment between this curve and this curve. So if I go and take this curve, for example, you can see immediately disconnects everything and it's a mess. So that's how it works. But as you can see, the workflow is, and once more, it enables curves in front, which I don't want. Okay, so let's see that the segments have the correct origin. I think the origin seems to be correct. Yes. And let's see also the curves have the correct origin. You can also update it, but yeah. There's also a clean curve here, which basically removes any curve that is, in some processes when you extrude, etc., you can make additional curves that overlap on top of one another, and they don't really serve any purpose. In that case scenario, it will try to remove them. So that is how this add-on is working. Extrude, I think I explained that. Fill curve. This is another thing you can do. So if I go here, segment, and remove this segment again, delete. And let's say I don't want to do the extrude and all this kind of stuff. I can go and you can select and go to curve using 1, 2, and 3. So if I press 2, what the hell? Sorry, in 1 second, because it seems that I disabled the shortcut. So if I go to curve and select the curves here, with here, I can press F and fill it. And if I go to model, you can see still it makes things as it should. So that is another way of doing that. The nice thing is that you actually can add curves. As a matter of fact, not only you can add the curves, if I go here and go back to the curve modeling selection and go to edit mode, let's say that I want to add a new vertex here. If I go and do a subdivide, you see that we add a new vertex here and move that, something magical happens. As you can see, it doesn't really break your geometry, which I really like. Now, obviously, it can create distortion because you have like 3 vertices here and only 2 vertices here. But if we go back to model, you can see that immediately, without having to divide that to multiple patches or do something else, just by using multiple resolution on my curve, because it still is one curve, that's the only thing it cares about. The only thing it cares about is not what control points you have on the curve, but that is a single curve, a single curve, a single curve, a single curve from that side, so it actually can create the segment and create the paths. So that actually is really nice, and I can go back here and keep adding more. Let me actually see here, where is the subdivide? Clear curve. This is bevel, I don't want bevel. Decimate, I don't want decimate. Split pressure, no. Wait, it doesn't have a subdivide? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. It has all the tools apart from subdivide. So that's a boolean. That's a mirror, which is pretty useful as well. Okay, well, okay, well, let's do it like that. So, and another thing you need to go to, I think, if you press here the right-click menu, you can have a subdivide. So that's pretty easy. So now I can go and do this. And as a matter of fact, I can control that and change that to vector and that also to vector. So I have a sharp corner. So I can go and do this. And I can go and do this. Now, if you ask yourself, why? Let me actually move those a bit further. You may ask yourself why it doesn't quite make things sharp here. Well, first of all, it's the resolution, obviously. So I'm going to up the resolution. So now you can see if I up the resolution, it should make things a bit sharper. Let's make the resolution really sharp. But also, you have to understand also that it tries to use also the curvature here. So we have this here. Let me actually move that down as well. So one of the problems of doing this way is that, as you can see, it creates distortions. Look at this. For example, let's say I don't want that to take place here. I don't want that to have this kind of sharpness. Unfortunately, you cannot really do anything about this. The only way you can deal with this is that you could go and how you can do that actually, how you can control the sharpness here, because you can see that the sharpness, so how you can do that? So how you can control the sharpness here? You have to create a new patch. You have to create a new patch, unfortunately. That's the only way you can do that. So if I go to the segment, which is 3, and exit edge mode and select this and delete this, I think with X, then I will have to go to select the curvature. Then I have to extrude that. Let's go Z. Right. And if I extrude that, I don't think it's going to create the proper vertices. I may be wrong. Ah, okay, create the proper vertices. Okay. So now this one is here. And then as you can see, it doesn't quite connect, but I don't really care. And then I can actually do this and fill this. No, I cannot fill it. Oh, wait, what happened? Can I fill it? So now you can see there's bugs. This is where we have Houston, we have a problem. So one thing I could do is go and, so this is where it becomes buggy. Let's say that I extrude this, but on the z-axis. So also the way that extrude things is not following the normals. I don't know why. And let's say that I take the vertex now, and I want to take this vertex and merge it to this one. Now it merges. Ignore the fact that ignore the fact that it created it lost all the quads, because for some reason that's also a bug. It drops down to a resolution of 2, and then merge that. And now, if I raise the resolution, you can see that if I go and select the curve, which is this one, and go to edit mode, and now I can go here and say, no, I don't want this to be a vector anymore. I want this to be automatic. And also I want this to be also automatic, because I want the sharpness to add here. I don't want the sharpness to continue any further than that. Of course, we will have to take this one, and this one is like that, which is fine. Let's scale it down. I don't want to be that fast. And I want them to snap to, let's see if we can snap. Wait, why? Do I select one-on-one? Okay, let's wait a second. Actually, let's do it manually, it's okay. But I wanted to, wait, maybe snap, wait a second. What happened? Wait, what exactly snapped there? So you can see that it creates a problem. Wait. No, that's actually my problem. Wait a second. Let's go to vertex. Yeah, it's multiple. Sorry, that was my problem. I have multiple points there that have to be snapped. My bad. Here we go. So as you can see, now it is snapped on the surface. Let's go object mode, and if I go to model, you can see that now it has some gaps, doesn't know what to do with the geometry. Now, of course, it's not difficult. Oh, one of the things I see is that the resolution is different. Why the resolution is different here? Let's go in segments. Because obviously I resize that. So let's actually, this is where using specific segments may help. I want to make less segments, so let me, no, not this one. Let's make this one. Yeah, this one is fine. And of course, I want, how much was it? That's 12. And I want that to go to, what is it, 30? I think it's 30. Yeah, so that's 30. So you have to fix that. That's 30 is gonna keep the same. And then I'm gonna need this one to be not 12. What is that? Okay, so this one is 30. What about this one though? This one should change as well. There you go. There you go. So now it's aligned. I think it's aligned. Yes. And you may ask yourself, well, if it's aligned, then why the hell it creates this gap here? And I think that has to do with one of the curves here. So let's take a look at this curve. Edit. Yeah, this is the problem. So if we rotate the, well, no, sorry, my bad. If we rotate this to be more exact, yeah, it's not gonna be super exact, but let's move it so it's actually there. And then you have this one as well, which must be there. And of course, there. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Yeah, it does try to merge them together, but obviously that will require some editing in the software. So as you can see, it can be a bit pain in the ass to really use this kind of tool. And of course, then let's say you want to extrude this area here. How did you do that? That's a very good question. Yeah, that's a very good question. And one thing to understand here is that I mean, you could make multiple versions, etc. So for me, it's not really that important, because what I can do right now, let's say I remove the subdivision, and I can see here that, yeah, it still is not aligned correctly. So let's go to the curve. Let's select the curve. What the hell? I am already in the curve selection. So it's still not aligned. So that may be also because, not really. So why the hell you don't align together? Sometimes, yeah, for some reason it doesn't align completely, even though I think the resolution is incorrect. Let's see, maybe I don't use correct resolution. Oh wait, and now I lost the ability to go in the sub menu. Oh wait, I haven't selected the segment, so that's my bad. Yes, so I think it was this one, right? Right. So I know it's not that, it's not 30. So it was, I think it was like 12. Right, so we have to count this in and say that this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, that's more. That is more. So if you want to be, it should be there. Yeah, because one additional, usually it is one additional. Yeah, that's exactly correct now. And still, the curve is not correctly aligned. Let's go to edit mode. What the hell is going on? Why it's still not correctly aligned? Let me see. First of all, no, this is the other curve. No, I don't want this curve. I want the. Wait. Actually, let me see if I need to clean the curves. No, there are two curves. So this curve is this one. Okay. And this curve is this one. Okay. So if I go in edit mode, let me go and put that, let's merge that to make sure that is here. Okay. And then go here and merge that there. Okay. So let's see now if we're going to have an issue. And we're gonna have an issue because this one shouldn't go that direction. It should go, oh shit, my bad. That should go this direction. Okay, I think now it should merge them better. Yeah, that's a better merge. That's a better merge. Let's actually add a subdivision as well. Yeah, that's much better. So yeah, it is a flimsy. It is flimsy. I'm already streaming for almost an hour, and we got like into the intro of how it works. We already ran into our first bug. Personally, I have run into a lot of bugs when I was working with this. But as you can see, even if I go and lower this, now obviously it's not going to work for the other areas because we decided to have custom resolution in some cases. No. So the only way to change that, if we go to the segments and exit object mode, select the segments, remove that, go here, go that, remove that as well. And now it should have its own resolution. But the problem, however, with having its own resolution, now I'm going to control the resolution, is that if I go to the module, and you can see immediately it doesn't merge correctly, and I don't have a correct subdivision. So you have to go and fix the topology yourself, which of course you don't want to do that. So let's see if I leave that there. I think that is correct now. And go to the model, and if you set a model and you do a subdivision, and you can see the subdivision is fine. Apart from here, the subdivision is a bit weird. But, you know, again, this is not perfect. You're gonna have to fix it. And of course, we shouldn't forget that, yeah, the reason why it doesn't work, I think it's because it's not aligning here. So probably I will have to do something similar as well here. But I think overall, yeah, it doesn't align for some reason. Let me see if I take the curves and go to edit mode. No, it's not this curve, sorry. It must be this curve. So you can see there's this one here. No, it doesn't seem to affect the topology. So the topology doesn't align. I think it doesn't align mostly because of the curvature that we have here. But again, probably you can. And by the way, before I forget this, you can go here. Let's clean curves, make sure that nothing is. And essentially, what you can do is either apply or create a copy of that. Let's create a copy because we don't want to lose that. So now we can select that and move that here, right? And we can see here from the edit mode. Let me actually go here and disable that. Let's say I want to hide this, right? Well, hiding this, it will require to hide the curves. So if I go and try to hide it, I have disabled the, you see it doesn't hide the curves. So if I go Control Z, then I will have to select everything that makes this, and then hide that, right? Or you can go here to the collections and hide that. Now, let me test something. I want to test something. I want to see if I take that and create a new collection, and I call this curve model. What the fuck? What happened? Why it doesn't allow me to rename? Let's say rename. Okay. Curve model. And I want to take all that. Collection 5. What the hell is collection 5? Collection 5. Why call it collection 5 instead of curve? And curve is Did I fuck up? Anyway, so I put this one here, I put this one here, and I put the collection as well here. Now, if I go Alt-H, and so I can actually enable, disable that. The problem, however, is once I select this object, can I go to curve and start collecting curves? Oh, I can. Oh, okay, I can move it to a collection. It doesn't have a problem with that. Okay. So I actually underestimated. So you can move it to your own collection and be able to easily hide it. So you have a clean, much cleaner, yeah, and vertex. Move it to the vertex. So that works. Wait, this is not a vertex. I think it's really fucked up there. Why can't it select? Why it selects it? Vertex. It makes the vertex appear, but it hides the curves. Let's hide the curves. And you can no one select it, but you have to select the vertex. Wait a second. I was selecting also the curves. So the curve, yeah, I think that it doesn't know what the, okay, so we have to rename that to curve. Because I think I did something wrong with the collection there. And delete that and rename that to curve. Because it's not going to be happy otherwise. Let's go vertex, curve. Yeah, now it works. So now it selects the curves, now it selects the vertex. Let's go select the vertex and then go Shift-C. Okay, this doesn't work because I haven't enabled the shortcuts. And another bug. Ha! Another bug, of course. It's okay. I can go select menu and select point, and you can select the point here. So it is buggy. Obviously, it may be buggy because I put everything into a separate collection. But frankly, I don't really give a shit so much as long as it works the way I want it to work. For example, if I want to go to the curve, like this curve here, and I want to do an extrusion. So let's see if it will allow me to do an extrusion. It's not going to allow me, but I can do an extrusion from here. And no, it's not going to allow me to do that either. So I think, oh yeah, now it really has a problem. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. And let's try that and see if fill curve. Nah, it's not gonna do what I want to do. It's really gonna complain for the Kingdom Come. Yeah, it's not gonna work inside another collection, unfortunately. You can see how it's easy to break it. Yeah, it's not gonna work in another collection. So that's my issue with this add-on, is that it has a lot of problems and limitations. And yeah, it has a lot of problems and limitations. As simple as that. I cannot extrude. I cannot clean curves. Yeah, because essentially, well, let's see the bug here. Segment 1 not found. So the problem is in BPI data collections curve. So if it tries, probably it tries to find it on the top spot. So if I move that back to the single part, and I'm trying to do the same, like extrude. First of all, I can enable the shortcuts. Now I can extrude, which is, again, it's slow. I don't know why. So now it works, as long as I move it out of the collection. Which is okay. I mean, if you work it, you have to move it out of the collection, and or you may decide that you want to have a collection here. You leave it as it is. And what is that? Is this empty too? curve model. Yeah, let's move that in there. And yeah, I can have my own scene collection, which you have here. Where is the camera? A hidden camera light. Okay, so that's a problem. So yeah, I want to really advise moving those things inside the collection because obviously he expects those collections to be on top. So inside the scene collection, and hence has a problems. Now about this, we say here that we have problems with merging and all this kind of stuff. Let's see how we can actually make this work. So one of the things I have, first of all, excuse-moi, let's disable that, and let's disable also the curves, and then we're going to make them appear, which we don't use them anymore. So one of the one that I'm going to be using, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use, what the hell is it? No, I want to use not this one either. What is the? Is it? What was it? It's unsolved. What is it? I think it was Alt 4. Yeah, Alt 4. I'm gonna go with unsolved. So this is what I want. Okay. So this is the unsolved I'm using. You can do it with typical merging. There's nothing crazy about it. So this allows me to merge things together. Right? Obviously, you can also merge by distance. So if I go here and add a modifier, generate modifier and try weld, and I can tell it to start welding things together. But for some reason, what the hell is it doing? 1 second. 1 second. Ah, wait. I need to also enable that. Ah, okay. So that is, oh, there's a difference here. Okay, there's a difference here as well. So the welding is wrong. This is a wrong welding, my friend. Yeah, this is why the auto welding doesn't work all the time. Of course, I can make a nice group of vertices, so I can take that and that. What the hell? Why doesn't it select everything? Ah, because they're not connected. Ah, because no, they're not connected. Wait. No, it doesn't select everything. That's okay. I'm gonna use this. Wait a second. Are you telling me this is disconnected? It's disconnected. Of course, they're completely disconnected. They're not n-cons. Okay, it's not a problem. I'm gonna use this one. And I'm gonna use this one and see if I can do it this way, and then of course I'm gonna do it manually otherwise. No, I don't want this. This is fine. So that's the one thing I don't understand is that okay, so let's make a vertex group and let's assign those vertex there, and let's go back to our modifier, change the group and say I want to merge things together. What do we have here? Nice merge, bug remerge. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, let's see how much it merged correctly. Okay, so far correctly. It hasn't matched this one here and this one here, but most of the merges are correct. Yeah, I think most of the merges are correct. So let's apply this. Okay, I don't apply this. Let's go object mode, apply, edit mode, and let's fix the areas where there is a problem. So I'm gonna go and fix, obviously. So this one to go to this one. Yeah, I think we have additional faces here. We definitely have additional faces. Definitely have additional. What the hell? Why doesn't do this? Yeah. Yeah, I think I fucked up. It's not working. It needs another face here, or I need to go that direction. I can do that. What the hell? Why creates the entire join? I say join this one with this one. Why joins everything else? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Manually join. Oh, Blender has a problem. Okay, let me think how can I be doing this. Most of it is joined correctly. Okay, let me do this with using. Is it the dissolve? What's the dissolve? I think it's this one. Is dissolve. Let's start dissolving everything here. I'm gonna. Wow, no. Let's dissolve everything. And I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do this. Okay. So let's start from bottom to top. I don't think I've done something wrong, but nope. Yes. Oh, you kidding me? No. Why? Oh, wait. Let me disable. Oh yeah, that's why. Sometimes it's not gonna work well when you're using. No. Shit. No, it still doesn't work. Let me remove that as well. Wait a second. So it doesn't work because this one. So basically I need to have a knife then. Wait a second. Can I do that? This? No. No, I cannot. So that's a problem. Okay. It's okay. I'm gonna use a knife. I'm gonna use a knife. Okay. Probably there's a faster way to do this, but you know, I'm not that smart. Yeah, I haven't calculated correctly the. I think I haven't really calculated correctly. The triangles, so that should go in. Let me think how to do this. Is that correct way of doing it? Probably not. What if I do it like no? How you do this? Something will have to go. Okay. Maybe dissolve this. Let me think. Let me think. Okay, let's go. So that's a triangle. Why not merge this? Okay. We'll leave the triangle as it is. I'm trying to understand how to do this. I know there's a way to do this, but I don't know the way to do this. But you know something? No. For now, leave it as it is. I'm gonna add another. Let's go there. That's another modifier that is gonna be a merge. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Let's go edit mode. Let's select everything. Let's merge by distance and do that. And you should now not have a problem with the area. Everything should be merged correctly. I don't know how to read this triangle, but I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm gonna be honest about it. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, so we have a problem. So we have a problem, it seems. If that's the case, then we will have two triangles. Is it two triangles? No, it's basically n-gons, but basically it's a triangle, yeah. Let's go and see if we can merge this up there. So now we have two triangles. So we need to see how we're gonna handle that. Because two triangles will actually equate to a quad, but how you move to a quad? I think what you need to do is go here and connect that there, and then connect that there, and then go dissolve and this. No, sorry. Dissolve is this one. Dissolve this, and then dissolve this. No, don't dissolve this. No idea what I'm doing. Ah, it's okay. Leave it as triangles there. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fix it when I want it. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So yeah, there's triangles, and if I add a subdivision modifier, and then I increase that to 2, why still is doing that here? Let me disable that. I think it's something that hasn't merged there. Yep, that's not merged. Why? Why? It should be merged by distance. Okay. Let's do distance as 0.001. There you go. Now everything is merged by distance. Okay. And then object mode, and now we have something really smooth. Nice. So I have to fix these triangles here, but overall, yeah, that's it. And if you remove the optimal display, of course, that's a bit too much. Let me actually have also some statistics here. So we already have 40,000, which is more than enough to work with sculpting. So essentially what I can do, if I do that, I disable completely, but I may want to work with sculpting a bit, so a bit of extra. You can apply that. And then you can go to sculpt mode, disable the wireframe. We don't need it anymore. And then you can say, okay, fair enough, but I don't want, let me strength not so powerful. I don't want to be that much of an obvious, like, sharpness there. Like that. Oh, wait. We need also to do, there we go. So you can see here that I am playing around. Another thing I don't like is how sharp it is here and here. So now I have something that is a lot less sharp. And that's one of the nice ways of working with booleans. Continue, smooth things out until I'm happy that this is, look at the curvature right now. So this is very easy to do with sculpting. But at the same time, you don't have a crazy amount of polygons. You still are at 40,000 triangles, which is not bad. It depends, of course, on the amount of detail you want to create, right? If you want to create something really low poly, obviously, you're not going to have these kind of issues. We could have went with something that's a lot lower poly than the one result we got. I don't know how well it works with remeshing. So if I go quad remesher, and let's say I want to make this into 4,000, preserve sharp, preserve boundaries, and let's remesh this. Okay, that's not great, but that's not terrible either. So this is 4,000, 8,000 triangles. Okay. So what about something that's gonna be, okay, how much is it? Okay, let's go 20,000 faces. No, let's go to 20,000 faces, like that. 1, 2, 3, 20,000 faces. Okay, here it is. Right. So I don't want, why is doing that? Is it problematic symmetry? Yeah, it seems to really change the shape of the. So obviously that's not going to work. Probably if I feed that to quad remesher, maybe it's going to do a better job. But yeah, I mean, this is very high poly. Again, if we hide that and we go to, let's go to curves with segments, and let's take this segment here and enable and delete that. And then let's say that I want to have a much lower poly. So let's go wireframe and let's go to resolution. Instead of 30, let's go really, really low. Wait, is it per segment? No, it's okay. So let's say I want to go really low poly, like, let's go 10. So this is 10. Now I have to go to its segment now and change that to 10 as well. So let's go 10. Let's go also 10. But actually I will have to go resolution here. I think that is more likely. And then we go here and we also change that to, I think a 10 is, no, it's not that. This is 10. And then I want to change the resolution as well until it fits. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this is exactly how I want it to be. And then all I have to do is replicate that, which has a problem. Does it have a problem? Why I cannot move it? Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Why cannot move this? I don't move it. Why? Okay, let's disable the segments, curves, but I cannot move it. Why I cannot move it? Is it curve modeling? This is a mess, right? Is this a mess? Oh, I hasn't applied the modifiers. Okay, that's why. Let's apply. What? No. No. Don't do that. Remove. And I don't know. Apply that as well. Maybe now I can move it. Yeah, now I can move it. Okay. So if I go here and let's say that I edit this mode. So obviously we have here problems that needs merging. I'm gonna start using another merging technique, which is this nice circle, which we have 4. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have some more to the merging also. Otherwise, what the hell? What happened? We have this. Let me disable the segments and also disable the curves. So we go here and let's merge that as well. Oops. No, I don't want that. So that's about it. Now, if I add a subdivision modifier, if I'm not mistaken, it has sharpened the edges there. So if I go and do let's do a multi-resolution. Why cannot subdivide? Because you are in edit mode. Subdivide. Let's remove the wireframe. Yeah, it's sharped. So where was the ignore sharpness? Use creases. Let's go back. Yeah. So I don't want to do that. Let's remove that. Let's go here, edit mode, select everything, Shift E, -1. What? Shift E, -1. What the hell? Wait, it's not the sharpness. What the hell is it? The bevel? Zero. Is it the bevel? How you bevel things? Edges. Edge, bevel. So we have crease. Zero. What the hell is that? Am I such an idiot that I don't know what the hell this is? Okay, let's go. What is that? It's not a bevel. What is that? That blue thing. It's not a weight. It's not a crease. Then what the hell is it? What is this blue thing? Exactly. Hello? No idea. And it doesn't allow me to properly subdivide. That's a problem. Let's remove that. What the hell is that? I thought it was a sharpness, but it's not sharpness. Because sharpness is that color. and I want this one to be 0. What the blue line means for the edges. It's not bevel. Is it a crease? Ah, okay, wait. Is it a crease? Edge crease. I don't think it's a crease, is it? How you remove a crease? Clear a seam. Nope, it's not a seam. What the hell is it? Clear sharp? Ah, you can mark sharp. Wait, what? That's a new thing? Okay. If you say so. So wait a second. If you... Okay, wait. If you go here and I do Shift E, that's a sharp. Ah, that's a crease. And so there's a difference between a crease and a mark as sharp. So wait a second. If I go here and mark an edge as sharp... Ah, okay, so it's a different thing. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, we'll learn something new every day. That's not a problem. So if I go here and add a multi-resolution modifier, leave edit mode, and subdivide. So now I have 4,000 triangles, subdivide again, I have 50,000, and I have a really nice and smooth geometry. On the same time, I have, which I can sculpt and do whatever I like with it. And on the other hand, I have, so basically I can go like in sculpt mode. Let's add a bit more detail. What? Ah, okay, so yeah. So now I have 150,000, I am in sculpt mode, and I can go and do this and maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe try to, wait, what the hell? Try to pinch it. So pinching is really nice because it allows you to have sharper corners. So let's pitch things. Wait, again, I keep forgetting. Sculpt mode, XY. Yeah, I think that's correct now. Wait, is that? Why? Ah, that's not good. Symmetry is way off. Okay, so let's go object mode, Control A, all transforms, and also object set origin to geometry. Okay, so if I go now to sculpt mode, still not correct. Also, why the hell it's not smoother than that? Am I 7,000? Why am I 7,000 sculpt mode? Wait, what's my subdivision? What happened to my subdivision? What the hell? So unfortunately, this is not the center of the object. That's okay. I'm gonna fix it. So let's go to object mode. Let's change that to the origin. So let's go 0 by 0 by 0. Let's go tops. And ooh, I didn't realize that there's asymmetry. How the hell did I do that? There's an asymmetry here. Okay, so let's go and take a look at edit mode. Right, so I want that to be in the center. So I want that, wait, I want that to go, nah. No, I'm gonna put it that there, just to be on the safe side. And I'm gonna go to mesh and symmetrize. So that's gonna be make things a bit crappy, but that's okay. It's okay. Right. Object mode. I'm gonna go and Control A and apply all transforms again. Then I'm going to sculpt mode, and now I have exactly what I want. So make sure other time that you have symmetry on and you don't do anything asymmetrical. And now you can make things a bit sharper here. Just be careful because it can really ruin things from a topological point of view. So you can see here I can make things a bit sharper in the ends. I can control the bevel if I want to. And yeah. And at the same time, if I go to object mode, is this two? It still is, as you can see, it's still an auto smooth object, auto smooth. But it's okay. Remove auto smooth. No, I like it. Let's keep it smooth. So this is the viewport, and then of course the sculpt mode, and this is the sculpt mode. So as you can see, I made it something that is pretty complex. I will probably smooth this out because I think yes. And if I go lower than that, lower than that, lower than that, lower than that, you can see that it does respect the topology. So here we have 100,000, and we can bake this into a normal map if we wanted to. Still, what the hell is going on here? Let's go to the smooth. It's not very strong. Yeah, sometimes. So we have a symmetrize, we have something that's a low poly, we have something that also has a higher poly. We can actually bake into to a normal map. Yeah. And overall, I will say that went well. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I've been streaming for 1 hour and a half without any breaks. Gonna leave it as it is. That's my review on the actual add-on, and see you guys when I'm seeing you. So thank you for watching, and I will be back with more curve modeling. I was just testing to see how things work from a low poly perspective, so we can go here and disable that, and we can see that we get really nice low topology. So even for low topology, this add-on is not, the curve modeling add-on is not really bad. Probably we'll have to fix the area here because I think we don't really need that. But the topology could be better there, but that was because I symmetrized things. But still, it's not really bad. And probably I will relax here things using some kind of loop tool relaxation or something like that. But overall, I will say that I'm very happy with the low poly version. I'm happy with the high poly version I created early on. And that's about it. Thanks everybody for watching. See you guys later.